G'day, thanks for looking at another Brett Johnson quick review. This one, a Polaroid Sun 600 LMS for light management system. This is a genuine Polaroid rather than an impossible refurbished Polaroid. So 70s, 80s. Uses 600 film. So 600 ISO roughly, and included battery in the film. Remember the latest, I've forgotten what they're called. For the later Impossible Project cameras, you can get the film without the battery. I'll think about that in a moment. Anyhow, this is very basic, no autofocus. You've got to lighten, darken, and you can shoot on the little flash button with and without the flash. The flash pops up to expose the lens. Lens is okay, quality's okay. Dynamic range is Polaroid, not flash, but okay. Actually, I don't mind the colour on the LMS cameras. No diopter, no self-timer, just a camera. The red shutter button, you push in, the red light will go on to tell you the flash is charging and go off. Then you push it all the way through and that takes the photo. The little button behind it, right, so if you see the red button, there's a second button behind it. That is for when you want to fire without the flash. Look, it's okay. I've also got some autofocus 600 series cameras, and I do prefer them for close-up, but hey, these take good fun Polaroid photos if you like that kind of thing. I know what it is. It's I-type. I-type film is the Polaroid film without, still the SX70 style film, but not SX70 film. So 600 film, but it doesn't have a battery built in because the camera, the various different I-type film cameras have a rechargeable battery. But look, it's fun, and it's a Polaroid, and these are cheap still for some reason. I don't know why. Surely if every film camera gets old, it should go up to, $10,000 or something. I'm seeing that in a lot of the film cameras that I've got. I bought them 20 years ago, 10 years ago, 5 years ago, even some of them that I've got recently, and some of the good stuff, the prices are witheringly high now. So, something's happening. I suppose all you hipsters out there are getting into film cameras and paying too much. And I mean, I'm a total film exponent. I learnt to do photography in 1975 at school. I keep on going back to film. Is it better? No way. Digital's way better. If I do some photo shoots for people, I do some aviation stuff and other things, there's no way I'm going to use a film camera. It's just too risky. Digital cameras are better, cheaper, more featured. But my view is that there's two things that happen. You take more care when you've got, in this case, only 8 shots in the can, or in the case of a 6x6 camera 12, you take more care. You can't afford to shoot 1,000 shots and pick out the 4 good ones. And the process of developing film is ultimately good fun. And I quite like scanning film, although sometimes I say I don't, including scanning my Polaroids. One of the things that I reckon people should do with Polaroids and their film scans is print them though. Get them printed, print them yourself, buy a little Canon selfie or similar, and put them in a photo album. And if it's a really good photo, even if you're doing the manipulation in Photoshop or Lightroom, etc., Go and spend some money and blow it up. Turn it into a 11 by 14 or larger and put it on your wall. Because photos are meant to be a tangible thing, not just live in the digital world. And that brings me to another digital world fact. I recently signed up to CopyTrack and TinEye to go find some of my images, because someone told me that they'd seen one of my images on someone's website that I'd never heard of. And lo and behold, about 10 of my images had been taken with no commercial compensation to the rights owner, which is me. So we've done about 4 of them and actually got a significant amount of money back. Only because I shoot in a niche in aviation predominantly. And yeah, people will steal your images if they're online in some way. So don't forget to have your Flickr, SmugMug, Instagram, Snapchat, whatever it may be, locked down. I don't use Snapchat or Instagram, but have them locked down so people can't take the image, or they can take a low-res screenshot at the absolute best. Anyhow, back to the Polaroid. Don't I waffle on? That's a good thing. I can't find anything wrong with it. I love it. I like what people do when they see it. They love it. It's the kind of camera you could pull out anywhere and people see the image spitting out, and they don't care anymore. It's not like you walked in with a Nikon F100 and a long zoom lens, which freaks people out because you must be a spy. They just go, oh, that's wonderful. So if you want to do candids or street shots and not piss anyone off, shoot in Polaroid, because no one seems to worry. Shoot with a good camera and everyone freaks out. Same with shoot with your iPhone, no one freaks out. Anyhow, Sun 600 LMS Polaroid. Going to be doing a lot more videos as I thin my camera collection out and sell a lot of them and only keep the stuff that I can really fit. Plus I want to make a body of work that has good information on these things that are not sexy enough to make it to mainstream YouTube productions. So there we go. Nothing more I can tell you. Oh, that viewfinder, it's tiny. But put your eye up to it and you can still see. Okay, thanks very much for looking. Please subscribe. I think I've got to get 1,000 subscribers. I've got 8 at the moment, maybe 9. And I think I need 8,000 hours of views or 8,000 views or something to monetize YouTube. I doubt I'll ever make it, but let's see. Okay, a Brett Johnson quick review, and now it's over.